Hello.
Okay, yes, let's start for our last day.
So, shall we? Or just
Yes.
okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Today we will talk about the AR Core AR Kit. We have mentioned about if you have issue with your cell phone, it pop out this information. That means your devices is not supported. Also, you can go to the Google Play, search in the Google Play service for AR. It's pop out this app isn't complete with your devices anymore. So you can change your mobile or use the other one's mobile. That's you also can create your contents AR in the AR space recognition. So let's go to the MAKAR. And today we will get the model in the MAKAR, such as like the AR window shopping. And you can see the folder I have gave to you in the Google Drive, such as this is AR, this is VR, and this VR with the quiz. That's more interaction in the scene, but it's in Chinese. It says about the golden eggs. You go to the lake and chop the tree and miss the eggs, and you go to see the guard, and he will ask something. Which X is yours? Is gold one or silver one? That's the story. I think everybody have heard about that. So we can make the like a story that we call game like the game with the interaction. Or you can use as the window shopping. In your real world, when you go to a space and in the floor and it's pop out the guiding man, and he will talk to you, and it says welcome. It's in Chinese, or you can use English or any language. It comes to welcome, and you press OK, and she said you can get the 3 prizes with this question. And he said, are you ready? And go to the left to answer this question. If you are right, it's pop out, it's correct. And you also can set the point every question. Maybe this question is 2 points. The other question is 3 points. So above some points, you can get some prizes. That's including the AR recognition and the quiz. So we have some purpose for this the AR or VR quiz. So it depends on your document. You have designed some maybe window shopping or for any purpose. So I have prepared the PowerPoint. Like this. This is a simple question. You can do more about the PowerPoint. For example, at the beginning, it says it's ready. That's compared to its question is none. We will talk about later. And the first question is water cover about the 71% of the Earth's surface. That's just one correct answer. And which are the incorrect? As follow about the Earth. That's the selection question. More than one answer. And so on. The type of the question include these three. And also you can get the score range. Like 0, that means it's bad. The 2 is good. 5 is excellent. That depends on you. So you can use this PowerPoint. And also, if you don't use the Photoshop, you can use the PowerPoint and use the wall art to save us the picture be the PNG letters. That's the background remove. We can type in the letters in the MAKAR, but you can do a lot of the arts on the letters. So you can use the PowerPoint or you can use the Photoshop. A lot of the editor you can do in the graphic. So let's go to the MAKAR and upload our resources. And also we create a new project. And now actually you can create by the AR target or AR space recognition or VR with the quiz. The quiz that is the module, is a model. You can see the learning card. We will talk about that. You can see the quiz, we can set the 3 type of questions with the noun, choice, and selection. And we have used the AR target and VR. So today we use the space recognition. Actually, you can do the quiz in the AR or VR. And the AR recognition, we have talked about if your devices is not spoiled, that's okay. The other, the other one, the mobile can see your creation, that's okay, that's fine. Or you can check out in your scene, or you can paste your ID to me. I can see by my phone. And also I type the title. I use the date. And just press OK. So today we use the AR space recognition and type in the information about this project. And I press OK. That's all. Now it's empty in the scene. And you go to the model. You can see we have 3 models here, but the 2 is grayed out. If you finish in this part, please type in 1, let me know. And you can see this learning card. We will talk about the quiz. The point card and the scratch only for the AR target in the 2D mode. But the quiz, it can be used in the AR target, AR recognition, and the VR, both 3 of them. 2D or 3D. All you can create by the quiz. Okay, if you finish, you get an empty scene like me. It's very easy. And I will upload our resources to our scene. And actually, by the way, you can see the 2D screen. The 2D screen, you can do this by the AR target or AR space recognition. If you switch to the 2D screen, you can see we have the 2 mode, portrait or landscape. But today we use the 3D screen, 3D mode. And now let's upload our resources. I use the same folder. The folder we create and the new resources, and you can check out our resource in the resource reference number A folder, PPT and PNG letters. Actually, it's just the picture, image, but we have the question. So I have set in the PowerPoint. You can type in the letters in the MAKAR, but my suggestion, you can prepare by a PowerPoint. So you have the original document. You can fix this and change. So I create a new folder for this one, and this folder I named it as question QA, question and answer, and I drag to the top. And here I upload my image. The image are all the PNG file. The number A, PPT, and letters. So I upload my question. The color in red means my question. Also, you can see the file name. I named it as the Q1, Q2, Q3. And you can see the color in blue is the Q3's answer. A1, A2, A3. Okay, I select all and I upload it. So I finished these questions, and you can see the questions letters in my folder. And also you can upload all your resources before you start with your project. That's the good habits. So if you have some resources doesn't upload to your folder, you also can do this part, upload your folder with the resources. And if you finish this part, upload your resources with type 1 in the chat room. The 2D screen actually is not very important. The 2D screen on the top of the left, you can see the 2D screen button. But today we use the 3D scene. The first step, I do this again. I just create a new project. As usual, we create a new project. And I use actually we can do the quiz with the AR target, space recognition, and the VR. And today we use the space recognition. I choose this one, and I type in the title of the project. I use the date. And the information, you can type anything. And I press OK. That's all. That's the first step. And the second step, I also upload our resources. Actually, we have upload our all resources in the first day, but we have the quiz. So my suggestion is you prepare your PowerPoint. You can type in your document. Also, you can use the word art with the PowerPoint. And then you can save as the PNG file. If you don't use the Photoshop, you can use this function. And also you can see the learning card. Create a PNG file in PowerPoint because the PowerPoint is the most popular document. Everyone has used the PowerPoint, so you can use the PowerPoint. If you can use the Photoshop or the other photo editors, you can use more about the graphic design. So I just upload the resources in the number A folder, PPT and PNG letters. This letters is for the questions. You can have the maybe hundreds questions, but I just only get the 3 questions. That is the quiz 3 type. RMB means right mouse button. MMB means middle mouse button. And you can see the basic. I have the little note here. Right mouse button, middle mouse button. LMB means left mouse button. We will do the quiz 3 times in the AR target and AR space recognition and VR. And today we will start with the AR recognition in the model with the quiz. So any questions? Can we move on? We just got the empty scene. It's nothing. Don't be worried. And now our scene is empty. We have to decorate it. You move close to the grid and you will see the 10 centimeter and 100 centimeter. That's the measure tool. That means in your real world, it's the 10 centimeter, 10 cm in your real world in each the grid. So the big grid from here to here is 100. So the both sides, that means 2M. Okay, so let's do some tests. If I use the AR recognition, for example, I want to create the virtual, the AR 3D models or questions or anything on my table. So I have to shrink to maybe 10 centimeter. If I want to put it on the real world, maybe my room, okay, I can scale as the maybe 100 centimeter. Depends on you. Okay, I put the teddy bear or any 3D model as you want, be the gate. So you choose online resources or I gave to you the 3D model, that's okay, depends on you. I use the earth I have gave to you. I drag to my scene. As you see, it's the rotating earth. And you can measure it. You can see that the sand, there's a 10 centimeter. So this earth, the radius about 40 centimeter. I can put it on my table, or you can put it on the ground. That depends on you. Okay? So put just one 3D model. You can put a lot of 3D model, but our time is limited. We just get a few more hours. So you have to understand how it's working and how it's the limit with the AR and some issues. So my suggestion, just get your scene with the one 3D model. Okay, let's move on. In the 3D model, we have talked about you can change the material or with lighting. For example, if this 3D model, I want to change the color, as the learning card you see, if you change the material to the matte, it looks like the cartoonish without lighting. Or you can use the lighting, drag the light in the scene and choose the light you want and the intensity or range or a lot of the light settings as you want. Okay, I use the lighting and the material. In this earth, actually, it's not only one material. You can see the name. Let's scroll down. We have the 4 material. One is named Earth. Okay, I switch to matte. So you can see it's more brighter. And also, I use the leaf. I switch to the leaf. And I change to matte. And now you can see the leaf is brighter. Also, I switch to the flower. I switch to matte. And the cloud switch to matte. Okay. Okay, you can check out the learning card. I use the light with the 3D model. Sorry, I use the matte mode with the 3D model. But the 3D model is not only one. It depends on your resource recreation. Maybe it's just one material, maybe 2, maybe more. So if you want to change the material mode, when I change the first one, Okay, you have to change all. So you switch to the second and also change the material. That's all. If you finish this part, press type 1 in the chat room. Now just for the decoration in the scene. And notice the sizes. I want to put the earth on my table. Or you want to put the earth on your room. So you can scale and measure your room or measure your space. You want how it's big, fitting your space. Okay, we call scale. When you choose the 3D model, you can see the 3 little icon. Also, you can check about the learning card, the basic, the MAKAR object control. We have the move mode, rotate mode, and scale mode. So I want to scale this object. So when I switch to the scale mode, the center square means scale this object equally. I drag to the right, to the left. You can see the earth is average scale. If I use the red one, so it can scale horizontally. And also you can use the reset button. Also you can check the learning card. When I hit the reset button, it's go to original. Okay, for now we just do some adjustment with the earth in the bend mode. If you finish this part, press type 1 in the chat room. Depends on your 3D model. The earth have 4 material to change, or you can just change one of them. Maybe the leaf, maybe the flower, maybe the earth. That's fine. Depends on you. Just let you know the material we can switch to the bend mode. It looks like the cartoonist without lighting. So let's put another one. I put also you can choose the online resources or use the 3D model I gave to you. I use the rubber dance. I drag to my scene. Okay, it's a little bit big. And think about, I told you that each grid is 10 centimeter. And this guy maybe 2 millimeter. I scale down. I shrink it. So I also rotate to face to me. So this guy may be about 50 to 60 centimeter. You also can rotate to measure. Yes, about 6 centimeter. That's okay. And this guy, I want to use the lighting. The lighting, you can go to the root and find out the light. We have to talk about this. Drag the light in the scene. And we have 3 types of light. The first type is the directional light. the red light. You can rotate it and increase the intensity or colors. But the red light doesn't have the shadows. And also you can switch to the spotlight. But the spotlight, you have to control it more accuracy. I have to shoot in this guy with the rotation and the movement. Okay, that depends on you. Also, you can change the angle or intensity, range, and you can see the shadow. And now you can see the Earth is doesn't affected by the light because it's the matte mode. It's a different material type. When you want to use the lighting, your 3D object have to use the material in standard. And the line had point line. Also, you can use the point line. Point line, you can see we have the big spherical area. Also, you can narrow down the range. Okay, I prefer to use the spotlight. That depends on you. Also, you can get maybe 2 or 3 lights in your scene. I just use the one light. Okay, if you finish in this part, with type 1, we use the lighting in my scene. You can check out the learning card. Any questions? You can make adjustment with the light. That depends on you. Intensity or shadows or range, angle, and so on. The lighting, you can change the color however you want. If you use the red line, that is no light, no shadow. You can check out this learning card. The spotlight and point line have shadow. So we have the two 3D model in different type. One is in matte. One is for lighting. Just let you know we have different style. If you finish this part, press type 1. Yeah, questions? Hello? Alice, your speaker is not close. Do you have any questions?
Judulnya aku menangis. Judulnya aku menangis.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you mute the speaker?
Suaranya banyak, Pak.
Host, can you mute the speaker? Hello, hello.
Supposed to mute.
Mute the. Okay. I don't have priority to mute the microphone. So can someone tell the Elisa to mute the microphone?
Data tangan berarti sertifikatnya cair kali. Data masuk ya. Tangan bisa sertifikatnya cair jauh. Data tangan bisa sertifikatnya cair.
Konsumsi to ipunana petakon guys.
Hello. The microphone still Still working. It's not new. Okay. Let's move on. So we have the two 3D type in our space. Also, you can do this in the VR or AR target. And now we will set a crease. Now you can imagine that's like the door. Now this is a door. And I put some questions, maybe here or anywhere, so I can get into the questions. So this is for a door. And the questions, it will pop out maybe number 1 question, number 2, number 3, maybe like the dialogue or the real questions. Okay, let's go to the Moodle, and you can see the quiz. And drag to the scene. Put it in anywhere. And actually, this icon doesn't show up in your creation. So that's okay. But the position is very important. If I put the quiz over here, and your questions, maybe 1, 2, 3, okay, it will very far away here. Or you have to move the questions, move through center. So my suggestion, to put the quiz in the center. Also the angle, I use the regular angle. That means I use the 0, 0, 0. And the position up to you. Okay, for now, we have the two 3D model, but we have no questions. Just test the scale in the real world. So let's publish and check out. This guy and the Earth is about 6 centimeter, and this one is about 40 centimeter, and I hit publish. If your devices is not supported, that's okay. Just show you how it works. And it's AR recognition, so I have to sweep my phone, and you can see the wireframe on the floor, and you can lift up your phone, and you can see my floor, the tile. Actually, the tile, each one is about 6 centimeter. And I hit the screen anywhere. And now you can see my 3D model on my floor. And this guy is about 6 centimeter. And this Earth about 40 centimeter. And you can see my tile. My tile about 6 centimeter, just like this guy. You can see the comparison with the tile. So it's very important. The first thing, I have to scan the space and know how the 3D model, how it's big comparison to my real world. Okay, if you don't have your device is not scored, maybe you can send your ID to me, or use the share button, then pass the link to me, and I will show you how is your creation is working. And for now, just check for the ratio in your real world. Okay, if you finish this part, or you understand how it's working. Maybe your phone, your devices is not supported. That's okay. You understand how it's working. You can press 1 in the chat room. We will do the quiz with the VR, also with the AR target. They are the same. If you finish this part, please type 1. And let's take a break for 10 minutes. Okay, if you finish your object, you can paste your link in the chat. Hello?
Yes.
If you guys are ready,
Yep.
you can type 1. Okay. Okay. Let me check out your project. So I get a link. Also, I scan my folder. You can lift up your phone to control the distance. And now it's finished. This guy, a little bit wider. Maybe the scale is not average scale. And the lighting is very strong. That's okay. That depends on you. So it's working now. So let's move on. Did anybody want to see your creation? If you can use your mobile to see, you can pass the link in the chat room. Anyone? Okay, let's move on. So the first step, we have to check out the 3D model in the real space. You can compare with the tile or any objects in the real world. And you can go back to your project to make adjustment, maybe bigger or thinner or smaller, or the position, and so on. And now the quiz is very important. And you can check out the learning card. And the learning card is here. You can check out. In the right-hand side, you can say the quiz setting. The first one is force login. That means if I have to play with your project, you have to log in. If you don't have account, you have to check create account. And the second, allow a repeatedly answer. My suggestion is checklist on, because I have to do this test once or twice, again and again. So in the testing, I have to check this on. If you finish this project, you can check this off, or everybody just can play once. And the third one, display the start page and display the end page. That means when you start answer the question, for example, when you start with the project, okay, it's pop out, it said hit for start, just the confirm panel. And in the end, if you finish, it's pop out, congratulations, you finished the questions. So you can check this on or not. But the allow repeatedly answer, my suggestion have to check on. And on the below, you can see the timer setting. You can set a timer, maybe in 1 minute to finish the questions. And also you can set in the score, total or custom. Total means you have the total score, maybe 10, and I have the 10 question, so the average is 1 point each questions. Or you can set custom. That means each question you can set maybe 2 or 3 points. Okay, I use the score setting for custom. Also, you can set none, set off, that's okay. Just for the test now, but you have to check the allow repeatedly answer and go to the edit. And now you can see the coding scene and the UI is empty. If you finish this part, please type 1. And also you can check the learning card. In the question rows, that means you can create your question. But the questions is not in the arrangement. Maybe you have 10 questions or 100 questions, but I made arrangement just for 10. That depends on you. But you have to create questions and master making arrangement. If you don't make an arrangement, you can see the questions. So you can do a lot of interaction with your audience. And in the right-hand side, we have 3 different question types. One is none. Maybe it's for the dialogue or opening, just like welcome or hello or anything. And the choice. Choice means just only one answer is right. Maybe you have 3 answers. You choose one, just one is right. But the answer, my suggestion, not too much. Over 3 questions, over 3 answers is too much, because the audience check out the questions in your cell phone. The cell phone is very small. I think the 3 answer is the maximum each question. And the third, the selection. That means you can be over 1 answer. Maybe 2 answer is right. Maybe 3 answer is right. That depends on you. And also you can see the choice and the selection. We have 2 button type, the text and image. That's just tap the button, looks like the text or image to activate your selection. Okay, let's do this. And follow the PowerPoint. We have the 3 questions, very easy question. One is ready. Now ready, just like say hello or opening. I have uploaded the letters in the MAKAR. And in question, I hit plus. And you can see in the right-hand side, we have the 3 question type. I use the none. And it's pop out, okay, in Chinese. It means next page. If I want to change this one, I will talk about later. Okay, you put the button in the right place, but remember the buttons do not block out by the 3D model or video. For example, I put the button behind this guy. When you use your mobile, it's hard to click this button. So most important thing that put the button before the objects or videos. And second, do you want to display the current score? My suggestion, because this question is not have score, so you don't have to display. You can put this one, display the current score in the final question. And the score setting, because this one just like a dialogue or opening, so it's no score, it's 0. And the question item, the question you can put the image or text or video, just the question looks like. Okay, I use the image. So I go to my question folder, that's a Q1, confirm, and put the letters. Actually, it's the picture. I put here. You can put it anywhere because it's not activated with the button. It's just looking at it. So I finished the first one. If you finish this part, please type 1. You will make a screen. I am in the quiz editor. You can check out. I use the model quiz and I go to the editor. So I get this screen. And you finish the first one question, you can use my PowerPoint. This is my first question, then the second, and the third. And I have upload our letters as a PNG file. In the resource reference, the number A folder, you have to upload these PNG files. Any questions? I will do this again. Just like say hello or opening. I use a noun. That means I have no answer. And this button means that's okay or next. But these letters we can change with the noun. I think this will be upgraded maybe next version. Okay, I create another one. I hit the plus. Now you can see the questions is empty because that's the second question or the other question. And this one, I use the choice, but I use this as the opening or dialogue. And check out this. You can see I can use the text or image as the button. Okay, I use the text. Please follow me. And the question item, you can add image or text or video, model, and audio. You can watch a video and answer the question. You can listen to music and answer the question. Okay, I use the text. And the text, you can compare with the PNG file. The PNG file, we can use some maybe shadow or a lot of or art style. I use the hello. Type anything you want. And actually, it's not real a choice. But I have to put some button to make sure. So this option item. The option item, I use the text. So when I hit the new resources, it's pop out the text. And the text, you can type in anything. Maybe I'm fine. And also you can get a back color or shuffling, anything. So this one is a button. And the button must be not behind the objects. So I can put in front of the objects. Also, if you finish this part, please type 1. I make the choice like the noun as the dialogue or opening. So you can change the option as look like the dialogue. And also this question is no score. It's 0 score. Same as the previous. Okay, let's move on. And the real question in the PowerPoint. Okay, we doesn't arrange the options. Yes, you just choose the options or questions, and you can see the three icons, and the left one, move mode. You can move in front of the objects. You can turn your angle in the scene and check out. And let's go to the third question. Okay, it's a real question. Okay, the question I have uploaded the letters. So this question is real question. I also use the choice, just one answer. And I use the test because this means yes or no. You can use the three options or just one or two. Depends on you. And this question is about yes or no. So the choice, I use the test because I have not prepared for the image for this question. But the selection, we have prepared for the answers. As you see, we have talked about the answers for the third question. Okay, the question item, I use the image. Then go to my QA, and this is the Q2, question 2. Confirm. And remember, my object is about 6 centimeters. So when I check the project, actually, I look down to the project. If the project, I set the model as high as MI, so I can see in front of my eyes. You can put the questions in the vertically. If your project have to look down, maybe you can change the angle like this. So everybody can see clearly with your answer. If you height like the 3D model. So you can put the questions in vertically. That depends on you. Also, you can go back if you want to change. Also, I can change the angle like this. You can see the difference. And the answer option item, just yes or no. So I created new resources. My suggestion, I create twice. Because you get the same sizes. And I move out. Move in front of the objects. And I click and separate. So I have the two tests. And one is yes. The one is no. And also you can add some background color and sharpen. Like so. And which one is right answer? I mean, the answer correct is not important now. I mean, how to set the right answer. For example, when I select this yes as our correct answer, you can see the selection is blacked out. When I select, it's black. In black, that means I'm selected. In black, that means it's selected. And now you can see the letters is yes. And you can check the dots. The dots means this answer is right, it's correct. So I said this answer is correct. And let's set the score. The score I set maybe 2 points. And I also do not display the current score because I answer this question. It's pop out the score, you get 2 points. Every question is pop out the current score. It's annoying. So my suggestion is put the display current score in the final question. And also you can set a tip. The tip, we have two ways to set up. The one is use the pop-out window. For example, I check the use tip. I hit the Y, that means yes. Or use the image, depends on you. If you use image, remember the image you have to be uploaded before this question. Depends on you. I choose any icon, just for example. Also, you can add the resources because we can add a lot of the resources in your questions. Maybe add another one test. And maybe this is a hint. And I add the semicolon. And I load down the transparency like this. Also looks like a tip. And remember the button do not block out by the object or letters or anything. If you finish this part, please type 1 in the chat room. If you find the score doesn't activate, that means you doesn't set the score. You have to go back and choose the quiz and check out the right panel. You can see the score setting is constant or total or off. I use the constant. You also can decorate your questions. For example, I use the image. I use the GIF file. I use the document. That's the questions. Only 2 buttons for the activate the answer. The other are all questions. So, any questions? We will do the quiz again in next section. Okay, let's move on. The last question. The last question is the selection. The more than one answer. I use the image as the answer. So I hit plus and use the selection. And the selection, I use the image. And the confirm, that means I select 1 or 2 and I press confirm my selection. And remember the buttons have to in front of your object or higher. Do not overlapping with your objects. And the questions and the score. And this is the final question. So I check on the display current score. And this score, maybe I get it 3 points. And the question resources, I use the image, the Q3. And I have the 3 options. So in the option item, I use the image. So the image I have upload. That's the first one. And this dot just show up which you choose. This, the circle, a little bit circle. And also a little bit hint. I can create 3 options. Just create, confirm, and I create again. I select the second answer, and I select the third answer. And now I make adjustment with all of them. And this dot maybe block out the buttons. So the buttons I scale up more bigger. And two answer is right. Or I said the right answer. The question says incorrect. So when you choose the object, you can see it's in black. Means you are choosing. Or you can click this image. So this one I have choose is the right answer, and this one I check on is the right answer. So that's all. I set a score, and the confirm you can change to another word. Maybe done. Okay, if you finish this part, also type 1. Any questions? In this section, I finished the last one. They're all the same. I have the score range. I just copied the letters. And next question, I just show up. So you can use the none or choice. I use the choice, but the score is none, is get no the 0 point. And I pass the test. Okay, the score range, and I have the option item. Okay, it's done. So I finished all questions. And for now, we are not finished yet. We just make a questions, not make an arrangement. We will talk about the arrangement next section. And you can go back. If I want to save the file, you can go to here to save file. That means it's unpublished. In case if some problem pop out. Okay, let's take a break for 10 minutes. Hello? If you are ready, just press 1 on the chat room or let me know. Activate the score setting in the main page, the quiz. You can see the quiz in the main page. Under the button, you can see the score setting. If you don't set the score setting, in the default it's off. I set to the custom. That means I have question different score. Maybe the first question is 1 point. The second question is 3 points. That depends on you. If you don't have set the score setting, so you can see the score. Okay, let's finish this. So I make all of my questions, and remember, must be set arrangement. You can check out my learning card. Must make an arrangement, or you can see your questions. For example, now I publish is wrong. Just let you know. For now, my project doesn't make arrangement. That's wrong. So you can see I can see anything. I can see the questions. No question pop out. So remember, if you finish the questions, must make arrangement with the questions. The arrangement depends on you. We just have 5 questions, so it's not necessary to set as a renderable. If you set as a renderable, so it's the random questions. So I hit arrangement, I hit a plus. And now you can see the arrangement is the specific. So I said maybe the 1 is the first question, or I said the 2, I said a hello is the first one. Or you can say this one is the first one. That depends on you. Oh, I set the second arrangement. And this one I set as the second. When I add the arrangement, so the selection is less, is going to less. And this one is the real first question. And this one is the second question. And there's the one more selection. And this is the score range. So it's finished now. So I go back and publish. And let's check out. Okay, it's pop out the window. Click to start. You can miss this. You can say this is not pop out. I hit confirm. And now it's the first question. It say hello. And I hit I'm fine. Okay. Okay. For example, I can set it is not score. If not score, the small dinosaur, it will not pop out. And now it's ready for the next. And you can see the tip on the top. I use the Y and the Facebook icon. And also you can see I have two options. Oh, yes. And the second question, you have to choose the right answer. For example, I choose the first one. You can see the dot is liking. And this one, I choose the two answers, right? So you can see, I just can choose the two right answer. So I finish this, I hit it down, it's okay. So I pop out the current score. I get 5, and you can make comparison with the score range. Okay, I got it. That's all. And this is the final pop-out window. Congratulations. So that's the arrangement. And you can go back to fix it. If it's too big or not, you can go back to fix it. Okay, if you finish this part, please press 1. And we will do this again in the VR scene. Yes, you can set the score per item. Oh, no. You mean that the answer per selection means the answer 1 is 2 point, answer 2 is 3 point. No, we can't. We just can set the total question. The number 1 question is maybe 5 point. Number 2 question maybe 3 point. Not each answer. Not per item. If you finish this part, we will do this again in VR. Like the tourist, you go to the visit, the guiding man to tell you tell you where to go or something to you. Any questions? We will start with the VR question at 7:30. So you have about 7 minutes to finish this part. Any question or anything? Just let me know. And the score just for each question, not for each item.
The final score setting. That means you put the display current score in the final question. For example, this one is my final question. So I check on the display current score. So after you finish this question, it will pop out the scores, total score. Yeah, it will be get sum of final. If you check every question, that means you finish this question, it will show the question score, sum of the questions. So have any questions? Different from me. You have to check out the you set the score every question. I have set the scoring setting. Each question has score. If you use the constant in the beginning,
I set the score setting as constant, so I can set the score each question is different scoring. Or you can check out the display current score. I put the questions in the final. For example, I have question 1 or 5. The first one, just for dialogue, is no scoring. And number 2 also is not scored. And number 3, we have the score, maybe 2 points. And not display, not show up. And the number 4, maybe 3 points. And this one is the next question. So I check the display current score on. So after this, you will see the pop-up window shows up what point you get. Okay, in the final, I put the score range to reference. Maybe 0 is bad, 2 is good, 5 is excellent. That's all. Okay, can we move on to the next project? We will do the quiz again in VR. If you can move on, please press 1. If you finish this part or understand how it's going, please press 1 in the chat room. In next Monday, we have the lot of time, 3 hours for the QA. So you can collect your questions in the weekend. Okay. So let's move on. And you can use the project we have done yesterday. We just put some questions with the VR. For example, we have done this yesterday, but I draw this. Maybe you just have 2 scenes or 3 scenes, that's okay. We got an ABC scene, VR scene. We talk about we can get the A scene, switch to B, to C, and also you can go back. You can go back or not. Just like the game. Or you can make like a tool. Maybe I go to the C or go to the B. There is the someone, maybe a guy, is guiding you to visit this C scene. Or this is a guy guiding you to see the B scene. So it's many questions or dialogue in these scenes. That depends on you. Also, you can put a guy or put the questions in the first scene, or you can just one guy in the last one, just like again, you pass through the number 1, number 2, and go to the final. Or also, you can do, also I have the 1, 2, 3 different VR scene. The first one is the main scene, and I can go to the A series or B series like this. That depends on you. Okay, I use the scene we have made yesterday. And this is the first scene. And this is the second and third. You can choose one. We have do the show image yesterday, but the show image just once. You can show it's dancing, or you can make some like again with the NPC. You can make a dialogue with him. Okay, we do this in the VR scene. You can put a new 3D model or anything in your scene. I deleted this guy. I recreate it. You can use anyone. I put this one. Maybe it's a guiding man. So you put a new guy or use the 3D model you have used. And I go to the Moodle and I drag the crease here. And most important thing is the crease is here. That means all the questions were put here. But I want to the questions with this guy. So you have to move the questions close to this 3D model. Maybe in front of him. That's all. And also in the main page of the quiz, I use allow the repeatedly answer. I don't want to see the start page and the end page because it looks like the dialogue. Also, I don't set the timer or score. Just like you talk to the guiding man. That's all. If you finish this part, please press 1. You can put anyone, maybe an animal, a guy, or anything. 2D or 3D, that's okay. Because this one, just a decoration. Okay, let's move on. We got a few more minutes. And the quiz, you can set anything you want. For example, the quiz, I go to the edit. But remember, this question actually is not score. just for dialogue. So I go to the edit and create questions. You can use the none, but the none, the button shows is pop out the, in Chinese, this means the next. Or you can use the choice. And the choice you can see. Do not apply score. That means I don't have any score with these questions. So I created questions. I use the test. Also, you can use the image, video, 3D model, audio, and so on. I use the test. Maybe it goes to say, hello. And here's some button to be a reaction. So I create the option item with the test. Maybe like the I'm good. Okay, I finished this one. Also, you can create another one. Want to talk with you. Or you can set the dialogue with your audience. But all the score I set as don't apply score. That means when you finish this question, it will not pop out the window says you score, you are right, or anything. Just looks like the dialogue. Or you can use the none. But a little bug here is in Chinese. That's okay. I have told the engineer to fix it. And the item, also you can use the test, video, and something here. You can create it. Not just one, you can create all of them. Okay, like so. Okay, let me check out. And remember, make arrangement. And I go back and publish to check out. And now you can see the pop-out is say hello. And I move my cursor on the answer is pop-out the next question. Where are you going? And blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's all. Just like a dialogue. And also you can go to the other scene. In the other scene, you can set the questions. So you can do a little bit test in your VR scene. Just few questions. And these questions, just like a dialogue. So you can set the score is off. And also you can set the questions not score. Okay, if you finish this part, maybe you will take a few minutes. If you finish this part, press 1. And I do this again. I switch to another scene. Maybe in this scene. Also, you can put some guys in 2D or 3D. For example, actually we do the same thing in a different style. I use the 2D guy. Actually, it's the video. By the way, if you want to put some 2D image or 2D video, you can make your scene closer. Maybe I want to put here, so I make closer. When I drag to here, so you can see the position is very accuracy. So I put this guy, and also you can add action with the mapping we have talked about. Okay, it will be autoplay, and I put some quiz. And the quiz is very important. I have to put close to him. And the same angle. And I also check off the display start page and end page, and I allow the repeatedly answer and not score. And also the same setting. And you can put the 3D model, video, and music, anything. And this is a question. Okay, like this. And set the right answer you want. And this question, you can set is about is right or not, but not score. Also, you can set arrangement. And I back to publish. So the first thing we have done, so I go to the second scene. Okay, the third thing. Okay, here's the guy waiting for you. He can talk to you. Okay, that's all. About the quiz, you can set the dialogue or real questions, and you can get the score. Maybe the score can get some prize or anything. Do more interactive with the AR and VR. If you finish or you understand how it's working, you can press 1. We got maybe 5 more minutes. You can also check out the questions, and next Monday we have the 3 hours to answer the questions. And I gave you the Google Drive again in case you are missed. And on the Google Drive, you can see the learning card. The important thing about the MAKAR. Then resources, actually you can prepare by yourself. And these resources for the class let you to practice with the MAKAR. Let you know how to create your own project about the AR and VR. And the MAKAR result, that's the MAKAR, the published project you can see. You can make us the reference. And the 0 folder, how to get a MAKAR. If you don't get the Google Drive link, you also can use the shortcut or this QR code. So for now, any questions? By the way, if you use the AR kit, AR core is pop out this window. That means your devices is not supported. That's okay, that's fine. You also can create your own AR content. So everyone is okay, or you can leave your question on Monday. And Sunny said, everyone after this section, please do not leave this one. They will show some information for you. So Sunny, maybe you can just say to everyone.
Okay, thank you very much, Jackson, for your time and your knowledge that has been shared for this 3 days session. Okay, everyone, I would like to share you about the important information regarding our training. Wait a minute. Okay, Jackson, may I share the screen? So may you stop share screen?
That's okay, that's fine.
Thank you very much. Okay, everyone, since Simulink will proceed your certificate, but we have some requirement to be submitted, to be completed. So if you would like to proceed your certificate, you should make a project, only a simple project. The requirement for the project is there are 3 steps you have to fulfill. The first one, you have to make an AR project, and the second one is the project contains of 1 image target and 1 3D object, 1 back song, and 1 button. The button should contain informational text related to the 3D image. So, and then the next one is the project should be submitted on this link. So maybe you can take a picture or a screenshot for this page to be noticed for you when you want to submit your project. Okay, and this is the example for your project. So the project should be like this. You have an image target and then the 3D image like this giraffe. And then you should put a button like this. And then the button, when you click on the button, we can see the informational text inside the button related to the image you use on your AR project. I think this is the simple one for the project. You don't need put a lot of efforts to make this kind of project. And don't forget to put back song as well to decorate your project. And then how to claim your e-certificate. After you finish the project, you can download your certificate. The project should be finished or submitted before August 12th. Yeah, before August 12th. I think it's next Friday. And then the certificate will be available for the eligible participants on 19. We should check your project first, and then if we think that the project is okay or eligible to be proceed the certificate, then your certificate will be available on August 19th. And then for the one who may leave the session, you can check the recording, or you can watch the recording again to learn by yourself about this material. You can go to bit.ly/MAKAR and then check on the information tab. Scroll down until you can see the recording link. I will show you where you can find the the recording link, so you can check by yourself again. Okay. This is how the link should be. Wait a minute. Okay, after going to the MAKAR training, I think you already have been in this page, right? Since you register yourself to this course through this link, please scroll down and you can find the recording link here. We will upload or updated the recording here. This is the first day, and then we will update the second and today's session recording here. Yeah. Okay, and then for the submission form, you can find here in this tab, news and updates tab. You can scroll down, you can find assignment form here. Please fill up with your registration number. You can find the registration number in this participant tab. Fill the registration number, full name, and the link for your project, and then submit. And please, to improve our training, we would like to hear what do you think about this training by filling out this questionnaire form, so we can serve you better and improve our services on the next session. Okay. And I also will put you my contact number in the chat box. So if you have any question related to this session, you can ask me later. Thank you very much, everyone. And Jackson, if you have more information, maybe.
Okay, maybe everyone have questions. You can create your questions and let me know in Monday. We have 3 hours, right?
Yeah, on Monday. We will inform you. Okay, thank you very much, Jackson, for 3 days. And we hope we can learn a lot from you. We will see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's okay.
Ya udah gancang lah bisa ini, tapi sekalian sama itu ya. Saya tumpang itu. Ada nih. Bagi makan di mana, Pak?
Ini bagian.
Bagikan aja. Ada Chelsea penjelasan 2 kali. Saya udah ada tugas tidak pernah ngerjain satupun, kita udah kesal kalau kelasnya.
Semua tahu ya wes. Atau kalau ada kendaraan lain, kamu pakai kendaraan nggak apa-apa. Tuan. Lama, besok-besok tidak dibangun. Kan enggak. Udah dikira kok kurang kalau kan monoton
Tak kira gue ibu panas so.
Siapa berkesempatan ya? Ayo bro, belum jadi kali kalau gitu ya, dua kali. Aku nyutek dari sih, sama. Belum buat kan? Aku suka aku